I love the show The Voice. I admit when The Voice first came out, I'm like,
Well, we all kind of started with American Idol.
Yeah, I'm like,
on
am I burned out on this? And I started getting into The Voice and really enjoying it. Now, it is no show for Speedy. Speedy has a very difficult time with award shows and.
Well, you hate to see somebody just melt.
Well, for some reason, I feel like I'm that person, and I'm not. I'm just watching. Why am I so nervous for y'all?
I know.
I saw one didn't turn around last night. I felt so sorry
they don't
for
flip
them.
the chairs around. Their families and everything.
I wanted like calling bomb dinner or something.
And I want to tell you, it doesn't matter how heart-wrenching the story is. Don't you think somebody's going to turn around just because it's a rough story?
I'm so nervous.
I mean,
what do the judges? They don't see all that, do they?
I hope not. Cold-hearted son of a
But
gun.
hey, look, we the viewer do. You know why I know they don't? A lot of times, part of the story will come out and then interviewing them, and they look around like, we didn't pick this guy. Yeah. And they do some regret, and sometimes they mean it, sometimes they just feel real bad about it. But anyway, we have a couple of folks who are on The Voice right now. The chairs did turn around for Jess Pitt. Jess Pitts is on Gwen Stefani's team, and John Martin is on Blake Shelton's team. And they join us now. Jess, John, welcome to the Rick and Bubba Show.
Good morning.
Hey, how are you? Oh, my God. Tell us about the moment.
How cool was it?
Well, I mean, you're sitting there. I mean, Jess, we'll start with you, okay? Just you've seen enough of the show. You familiar with it before you went on?
I actually had not seen
You'd
a
never
full
seen
season. I've seen clips, but it's been really great watching the blind auditions all the way through. I'm so into it now. But before, I loved the show, but I never religiously watched it. So.
Well, but here's the thing we know. Unlike American Idol, no one on this show is like, I think I can sing, but I can't. It's just the degree of how good you can sing.
Yeah.
Everybody can sing.
That's right.
Yep.
And so you hear these stories, you hear these people sing adequately, and sometimes the chair just doesn't turn because they're thinking of somebody they want on their team, or, hey, we've already got that style. I don't know that we need another person that sounds like that. Was it gut-wrenching when you walked out there and there's the back of those chairs?
I mean, it's pretty crazy. We prepared so long for that 90 seconds, and so you feel so much pressure walking out on the stage, but it was such a long process, and I think the nerves kind of died out, and so when the doors opened and I walked out on stage, I was really just ready to go and sing and do my best because I know I worked hard and I was ready.
How much have y'all been through before we ever see you?
The audition process started in January, actually.
So how many times have you sung in front of people before we see you step up there?
I mean, different auditions 4 or 5 times maybe.
Wow.
So you go through a pretty rigorous audition process. Mine started in Chicago. That's where I'm based out of. And hers was in Nashville. They have different open call auditions. So I think there was 12,000 people that showed up in Chicago.
Hey, now.
And
A lot of singing.
yeah.
So
you are all creamy.
So, Jess, when you start, and I mean, you don't get very far into your song at all, and the chairs start popping around when you hit that first high note. That had to be a good. When one turns around, you got to go, all right, I'm in.
I know. I did not expect that at all. I was kind of thinking I was going to have to work for it a little harder. But when Gwen turned around, I kept it together for the most part. But inside, I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm on The Voice. Like, I'm actually on the show now. It's over with the auditions. And it was just a good feeling, just having won. And then Blake turned, and I was just on cloud 9. It was the biggest adrenaline rush I've ever had in my life.
I mean, to me, and these judges are so successful in the business.
Right.
When you look and Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton go, I think you sing good enough that I'd like to start working with you. How does that even? How do you even continue the song?
Well, I think I had an out-of-body experience almost because I was standing there and all 4 of them were saying, like, your voice is this, your voice is good. And I was like, they cannot be talking about me right now, these 4 amazing musicians.
Now, Blake Shelton, of course, says things different than most people. His quote, your voice is like a bowl of Lucky Charms, but marshmallows only.
Because that's what we all like to pick out, you know? That's the better part.
And then you don't pick him.
I know.
He's kind of got a good record of winning this thing.
I know.
You know?
I think I just went with my gut. I always said that I'd choose Blake if he turned around.
And then you didn't.
And then I didn't. I don't know what happened. I think Gwen, we made a connection right off the bat.
Did she play the girl card? She's been doing that a lot this season.
That was part of it, but
You wanted the T-shirt, didn't you?
I did. That's it. That's the reason.
You wanted the color. Now, so John, you roll out there.
Yes.
And tell us your experience. What was that like?
I mean, I actually wasn't too nervous the day of the audition. I went out there. I was pretty calm, and kind of like what Jess said, just ready to get it over with, I guess, and just sing. A couple days before, I don't think I ate too much. I was very nervous. I was beside myself. Knowing that you're going to sing in front of these celebrities is unreal, you know? But it went good. My mom said I didn't look nervous up there, which is important. She was really eyeballing me.
Sure.
But yeah, it went good.
So now, who was accepted first?
Which one y'all
Which one tried
auditioned
out first?
He did. He was the morning before me, and we didn't have our cell phones that day, and so we didn't know if they had made it through or not. We had to wait till we got to the. There was like a Yes Hotel and a No Hotel, and we both saw each other at the Yes Hotel. We were so excited.
Not the No Hotel.
What if you're
That is the worst hotel.
That's where my loser self would have been. You go to the No.
See, I couldn't stand
You
that.
loser.
I would be a nervous wreck.
So why did you pick Blake Shelton? Had you already thought before you went out there? Like, see, she was thinking one thing.
Yeah,
when
and
it
that's
did
the-
something
I
else.
was the same way. Yeah, I thought I was going to go with, well, if all of them turned around, let's just say that, I was going to go with Pharrell or Adam. And because I don't sing country, I don't know any of Blake's songs, actually.
Oh, and he
But-
loves that.
But
I
he's
bet
turning
having-
winners out there.
Yeah, exactly. He's won the show. He has experience Pharrell. It's his first season on the show. So I think I just went about it a strategic way. I figured that all of the really, really good singers would go with Pharrell, and I would stand out more on a country team, I guess. So
Well,
that's why
and plus, I think
went with
all
him.
of them are trying to put together an arsenal, and so much of the country goes that way.
Right.
Yeah.
You can provide something else, which he wants.
Yeah,
I
right.
have a horrible question to ask because I know as we progress through this, and I haven't watched The Voice like to be an expert on it, but I know that you compete against each other.
Oh, I know.
Okay, I mean I'm
Right.
getting into it. I'm learning it. What if y'all end up competing against each other? Because y'all have developed a friendship
Right.
through this. Can we say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's such it's a competition, but there's such a sense of family.
She'd win.
No, I
Let's
would
face it.
not.
But if you have to step out on stage and you see her on the other side and you know you got to
I would
sing
walk
off
off the stage probably.
you
I
just
wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it. Huh?
Not doing it.
Well, she's definitely a natural, and it seems to come easy. But you're great
Well,
too.
you're
And-
both good, but
do you feel like when you get on a show like this, though, and that's what I love about these shows, and it's changed the way the music business works. And we say this, and I know that all the judges tell you this too. Once you get you get far enough into this to any level, your shot is there. It's not like you're not going to get a chance.
That's right.
To somebody sign you if you to win it, sure, but you're working with the best of the best and very successful people, and if they see something that America doesn't see, they're going to come back to it. You know, so you really have already won to a degree, and the further you stay, you know, whether you win the whole thing or not, you've really already won.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot to get some good attention. I mean, people are already kind of reaching out to us and stuff, and it's an awesome opportunity.
All right, we'll come back, and we're going to hear them sing and talk some more with them because I'm fascinated by the process of what it's like. Right now, the blind auditions are continuing to be shown, so the live shows haven't started, which that's what brings you guys here, right?
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
All right, so we'll come back.